aren't here, they get the benefit of watching the video if they choose to. All right. So, preview. So if I get to the first question, it says, if you borrow $800 for 6 months at 16% annual simple interest, how much do you have to repay at the end of 6 months? So do you understand the question? Okay. All right. So this is problem number 1 from that review. Don't worry, this doesn't count for a score. I just want to make sure you can do it. Okay. You borrow $800 for 6 months. 6 months is 0.5 of a year. Agree?
Yeah.
Good. All right. You have a interest rate of 16%. How much is the end result? So I'm going to use this equation, basically. So I'm going to go 800 e raised to the 0.16 times 0.5. And so if you plug that into your calculator, I know you can't see my calculator, but just pretend you can. So this would have came out to $866.63. That's what you owe. So you borrowed $800. It cost you $66 extra to borrow that money. But hey, if you're desperate for money, my friends, everything in life is negotiable, okay? So if someone comes at you with a 16% interest rate, that sucks. Search around, okay? I know $800 isn't that much, but 16% interest rate is horrible. Okay.
Unless you're the one.
Yeah, if you're the lender, yeah. It's called loan sharking, I guess. All right, so the second problem says if you lend $3,500 to a friend for 15 months at 8% simple interest, find the future value of the loan. Okay, so now you're the lender. All right, so you're going to lend $3,500 to your friend for 15 months. So make this a year. This is 15/12 of a year. Okay, yes, you could reduce it if you wanted to. And at the end of, or 8%. Okay, so again, we're just going to use this equation. So 3,500 E rate is 0.08, and then you can type in 15/12, or you can make it a decimal, it's fine. But the calculator should be able to handle that no problem. E to the 0.08 times 15/12. And so this one is 3868.10, round to the nearest penny. So basically, you're lending money to a friend, you're making $318.10 off your friend. You're a good friend. But if you, how I have gone through life, like my wife and kids, I have no problem saying, hey, you need money, I take care of you. Don't pay it back. It's no big deal. I mean, obviously my wife controls the money, so don't let me fool you. But if my kids are like, hey, Dad, I need $500 for this, boom, it's there. I'm not going to, make them pay me back. But I will have friends that will come to me and they'll say, hey, I need to borrow some money.
Never do it with friends.
I can't do it. I don't get into business adventures with friends, and I don't get into lending money. And when I was going through school, I had lots of friends who were like, yeah, I'm going to start a business, Stirrup. I'm going to hire you to be my accountant. Well, 1, I'd never worked for you. 2, a degree in math is much different than a degree in accounting. All right. The third problem says to buy a treasury bill, a T-bill, that matures to $10,000 in 6 months, you must pay $9,685.23. What rate did you get on this? And this is where you're going to want to jump in with Desmos. No. All right. So this is how much you want your bill to be. You have to invest this amount of money. We're doing this in 6 months. 6 months is 0.5 of a year. Okay. Excuse me. And I think we have everything we need. Oh, and then 6 months, 96. Okay. So basically, this is just using this equation. All right. So what do we need to do here? This is basically everything we have with this problem. We're going to call Rx and we'll call T 0.5. Okay. If you did this algebraically, you'd have to divide each side by 9885.23. Then you'd have to take the natural log of both sides, then divide by 0.5. Or you go with Desmos. Let's see if I can make Desmos work for us. This computer has been a little finicky today. Well, actually, my Mac has been the finicky one. All right, let's jump on Desmos. So when you get here, all you need to do is you're going to have two equations. You're going to go y equals $10,000. And then your other equation is, and what you can do is if you want, you can go and find that 10,000 first because it's going to be way up here eventually. Okay, and let's make it darker. Okay, so that's where 10,000 is. So we need to figure out where it's going to cross. The x component of where it crosses will be our interest rate. All right, my other equation is going to be y equals 9685. 0.23. And then we're going to use E.
And where do you get E on Desmos? Is it just the normal E?
Just letter E, it'll default to it, yeah. Raised to the 6 months, it said. So 0.5x. Okay. So sometimes it might give you 2 points. So you might want to get to that and zoom in on it a little bit so you can kind of see the difference between where it's crossing the x-axis and where it's not. Okay, so that'll definitely give us the intersection. So we click this. So it's 0.064, so that's 6.4%. Make sense? All right, the number four says, find the interest. Oh, wait, number four, right? It says find the future value of $8,000 is invested for 10 years at 12% compounded annually. Okay. So this is going to be one because it's compounded annually. I want to use this equation. Did I hear that right in the hallway? He's looking at my butt crack. I think that's what I heard, but my ears are a little clogged. I'm sorry if I misconstrued what I heard in the hallway. Things stir up ears, I'll tell you. All right. So number four. So we want to find the future value. So we're finding that. So we're going to go 8,000. Excuse me. 1 plus my rate is 12%, so that's 0.12. Go take care of my little business, would you guys? Max comes back in with a fat lip. Hey, what's up, Rice? You test? Yeah, brother. I'll get you third or fifth. Third. Thanks for coming in, man. Let's see. Yeah, no, one. Oh, there you are. If you need a calculator, do you need a pencil?
No.
Okay, and you can sit at the company table. Yes, sir.
Are you available 8th?
Sure.
Can you help just check in on Wes in the testing center?
Yeah.
It's been nuts today and he just hasn't had I've been helping him
Look
4,
who shows up.
This is your first time walking into class today? Yeah. He was just in my office asking, he was just asking for water in my office. Well, now get some work done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 8th grade class. You got it.
He may not need you, but if you can just check in the first few minutes, because it's been overload, and I've been helping him 4, 5, and 6 today.
So have people been taking kids like to their classroom?
No, just since we have that divider, just maybe sit on the other side, and if we have to fill up that side, watch those kids.
Okay.
Just cheat. It's been pretty bad lately.
Okay. 8th period.
Yeah, I think Kent was going to try to go to it. I'm going to try to get a science person.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Dwyer, sorry I got you in trouble. I hadn't taken attendance yet, so. All right, I think I have everything I need for this problem. So we can just plug that all into a calculator. So 8,000.
Why is it 1 times 10 rather than 20?
Because the T is time. Or wait,
Wouldn't it be? Oh, I see.
we're right. Raised to the 10th. So, holy cow. Seven, 9. All right. So, did we answer this question? Future value, 10 years. So let's see if this logically makes sense. 10 years, 0.12, 10 years. Okay, 12% rule of 72. 12 goes into 72 6 times. So it doubles. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What is the rule of 72?
You take whatever the interest rate, you go 72 divided by the interest rate, and that'll tell you where it roughly doubles. Sometimes they call it the rule of 74, sometimes the rule of 68. It just all depends. Hey, we are just reviewing a few things. We're just waiting for you. All right. Problem number 5. Problem number 5 says, find the interest rate that will be earned if $10,000 is invested, or find the interest that is earned if you invest $10,000 for 3 years, 9% compounded monthly. Okay, so we're not looking for the total. Once we get the total, we're going to subtract it from 10,000 to get that rate. Okay. All right, so we want to know how much interest we're making if we invest $10,000 for 3 years. There's going to be 1 plus rate 0.09 over compounded monthly over 12 raised to the 12 times 3. So if you do this on a calculator, 10,000, 1 plus 0.09 divided by 12 raised to the 36th power. So I'm going to subtract 10,000 from that. So if I subtract 10,000, this originally came out to 13,086.45 minus 10,000. So you wound up paying $3,086.45 in interest on your money. Yeah, well, again, desperate times. Financial literacy is a huge thing to realize. And then number 6, what lump sum do parents need to deposit in an account earning 10% compounded monthly so you can grow to $40,000 to their son's college tuition in 18 years? Okay, that was this question here. Number 6, what lump sum? So we want to figure out how much money we have to put into this account that's going to grow up to $40,000. Okay, we can do that. So we have S equals P times 1 plus R over M raised to the MT. We want to say, hey, we're going to try and get $40,000 We don't know what P is. We're going to call that X, but we know everything else.
So this is the NQ and Desmos.
Yeah, this is definitely a Desmos one. I just lost compounded monthly raised to the 12 times 18 years. Okay. So yes, you could do this on Desmos, or what you could do is just try and figure out what this is right here. You could do this on a calculator pretty easily. So I got 1 plus 0.1 divided by 12. Raise that to the 12 times 18. So this is going to be 40,000. Oops, don't go back to the highlighter. Go to this. 40,000 is equal to 6.004x. So 40,000 divided by that. So it looks like you need to put in $6,662.23.
I got from Desmos 6,661.46 cents.
Okay, and that one's probably a more exact answer.
Okay.
The reason what happened here is I had to round this. What's up, Easy? Uh-oh. Oh, no.
I'm here from other class.
I mean, when Easy says he needs you, he needs you. All right. And then problem number 7, last question that I'll run through. Says, what is the annual percentage yield or effective annual rate or nominal rate of 8.4 compounded quarterly? All right. I got to look back in the book because I can't remember. It is... Okay, so what you're going to use on this one is APY equals 1 plus R over M raised to the M minus 1. So this one, what is the annual percentage yield compounded quarterly? Okay, so 1 plus 0.084 divided by M quarterly is 12 raised to the 12 minus 1. And that's definitely all on a calculator. So 1 plus 0.084 divided by 12 raised to the 12th, and then minus 1. Oh, it was quarterly. Yes. Thank you. Thank you much. So that's going to come out to 0.087. So 8.7%. Cool? You got enough information to help you on this?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 question quiz.
Oh no.
Anyone going to cry themselves to sleep over this one?